some stretches. Welcome back, everybody.
Doing some stretches. Stretch it out.
Welcome back.
Stretch it out. Welcome back. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. I hope you're all having a good Saturday. Roger, how's your day going, man?
It's been going all right.
That's good.
I worked a little bit.
Nice.
That was all right.
Nice.
Yeah,
I did. I had the day off, but I edited a bunch of episodes for the show.
All right. So we're back. We cleared all the bushes out. Now we're going to take care of the big stuff.
Yeah, you got your tools now. You got your hammer,
Tools.
your axe. You're going to do the rocks first?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good call, man. Yeah, this is the pain in the ass part.
Yeah, this is the long.
Oh, you can't move when you hit it, otherwise it resets.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I'm not. It's the truth, man.
Dang it.
I'm Rufus, and that's the truthus.
What is that from?
I don't remember. Yeah, I actually don't remember.
2, 3, 4.
So when you play this game, what's your plan? What's your strategy?
I normally just do it all in one night. I don't go to sleep.
Okay, cool.
And I just
Is that what we're doing here?
Go to the hot springs.
This is still the same day from the last episode. We just stopped.
So.
Nice. Oh yeah, because you can get to the hot springs this early, huh?
Yep.
Spoilers, there's hot springs.
Yeah.
For anyone who's ever played. So nobody told us who to woo, man.
No one did.
Nobody
which
told
is
us
okay.
who to woo, which it's fine. I think that we should probably go with
Ellen.
Why not?
That's what we'll do.
Let's give it a shot.
I don't remember.
Oh shit! You out of energy.
It feels like that was quick. All right.
You out of energy.
This is gonna be a lot of running around.
It was quick. It was two. Not even 2
Oh, there we
minutes.
go. I ate.
Oh, that's all you need, dude. That's all you need. Oh, you doubled up. I noticed that in the last episode. You doubled up rocks there, even though there's already rocks on the side. You silly.
Well, I mean.
Extra rocks.
Yep.
Extra rocks.
There was a space down there that I didn't. Oh
shit.
Really?
You're out, dude.
Dang.
You're out.
And I could probably eat a berry.
What do you usually do as far as money making? Are you a crops guy? Do you like livestock? Are you an all-around sort of farmer?
Initially, I do crops until I get livestock, and then it's mainly livestock.
Yeah. Do you focus on cows, chickens, or both?
Both.
Cool. This is gonna be fun then. I'm excited. This is cool. I'm gonna let Roger pretty much play the bulk of this if he wants to.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I feel like you're gonna have to help me out with the power berry stuff. I don't think we're going for all.
Oh yeah, I recently played through a run with Kelly that we got all the power berries in, so we're definitely gonna get it in all because I remember all of them. So we'll definitely get all the power berries. Probably devote an episode to that at some point down the road. I think it's not time sensitive.
Well, some of them are, right? Some of them are just random.
You know,
that you get it.
Yeah, they're random. That's the thing. Is like I've read things online where it's like it has to be in the second spring, otherwise you'll never get it. But then I got it in like the third fall or whatever. Yeah. So like I think that some of them are random, but people like keep seeing them around the same time, so they think
random.
Yeah. Right.
What are you
God!
Doing? I'm gonna take you in.
The internet is a scary place, man.
Yeah, I was. It's very. It kind of makes you look at things and then just shake your head.
Yeah, I do know.
There are some things. It can be an amazing tool, but for the most part, I don't think a lot of people use that tool correctly.
I'm inclined to agree with you. I think that's accurate.
It's I just wonder how they get those ideas,
Yeah. Oh man.
It's and I'm being super vague.
I know. I think that's like important though. We can be vague about that kind of stuff.
Well, I just saw a video online of this person who claimed to be a stand-up comedian, and everyone knows it's been on like headlines a lot of different places. About she has a YouTube channel and she was just fat shaming. She was like doing this thing about fat shaming.
I saw that.
It was like the most. Oh my god! You don't know what you're talking about with like a lot of with overweight people and body image issues. Like, you have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't...
Well, and it's all in the name of, well, I was just, you know, having fun.
It's well, no, and it's also like tough love.
Tough love.
I'm the one, no one else is going to tell them this. And it's like, man, you just don't know what you're saying to these people. And especially to young kids, like, it's... you're putting the wrong message into their head.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially as somebody who has in the past dealt with a lot of issues that had to deal with body image issues. I still have body image issues.
Yeah.
But that's not a time to talk about it here.
Another episode.
I pay somebody to listen to that. I don't need people to listen to that for free. You know, it's
well, unless you enjoyed one of our non-skippable ads that YouTube just implemented.
There you go.
Let's talk about that for a bit.
Okay. Non-skippable ad.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
so YouTube added. See, in my opinion, like it's not a very popular one, but I think it's great. I think it's awesome because like a lot of people are annoyed with ads. But yeah, like YouTube is like a completely free service.
Yeah.
Like no money like goes into YouTube. Like, and it's free to watch, and it's also free to create and put up your art on this like accessible and very public.
Well, and it's only
thing.
You only have it for things that are monetized, right?
Yeah, and there's ads only on things that are monetized.
Yeah, and so with that,
so any ads that do happen, yeah, you can just eat all the berries.
And then
the hot spring's, I think, more effective. You can jump in and out of the hot spring a couple of times, and it boosts you up.
All right, I'll do that then.
But like an advertisement, watching an advertisement is like your simple payment for getting this free service to not only watch videos but also upload your own.
You know what's really funny? Hulu. I've been subscribed to Hulu Plus, but I haven't watched it, so it's like $8 down the drain each.
Yeah,
month.
But you have it.
Yeah,
but you have it. You know, just to have it, just to have a base.
Just to have it. I've had Hulu Plus now for a couple of months. I initially got it because there was no other. When I moved up here, I left all of my DVDs because they're in ancient format in Arizona. And instead of pirating things, I'm trying not to pirate as much.
Yeah.
I just think that, especially on things that I really like, I like having physical copies of them.
Well, and it feels good to support those things. Yeah.
Yeah, but I really wanted to watch Cowboy Bebop again, and Hulu Plus was the only place that I knew that I could watch it. And so, there's some extra rocks. That's what I'll use those for, right there. I watched Cowboy Bebop, but then I just didn't watch anything else. But now Jeff got me on Rick and Morty. Jeff and Kelly got me on Rick and Morty, and that's on Hulu Plus. So I've been watching that.
Rick and Morty is hilarious.
It's really good.
I love that show.
But Hulu Plus, this is all a roundabout way of saying Hulu Plus actually has an option now where you don't watch any ads.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They added a no ad option to the paid service?
Yep.
Wow. Maybe I'll actually start my account back up.
I didn't really have
that's the thing is like if you're gonna offer a paid service, there should be no advertisement. If it's a free service, advertisement away. Like all of the free mobile games that I get to play that you just have a pop-up every now and again, like that's totally fine if that's going to support the developer and also let me play this game for free.
I don't care. I mean, I kind of care about the ads, but at the same time, it is what it is, and you sign up for it. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Well, and it's like, what is it, 30 seconds?
Yeah, it's not...
if you watch a longer video, it's a longer ad, but that's just proportional.
It's not going to kill you, you know?
It's not going to kill you. Go take a pee, dude.
Yeah.
Take a break. Get a cup of coffee.
And, if you, listen to...
Get a pastry.
If you listen to...
Get a cannoli.
Podcasts do the ad. It's like old television. Podcasts are. They used to, with television on game shows and stuff, they used to do the ad. It used to be like the host doing the ad there instead of having a paid commercial.
Yeah, right.
And podcasts do that now. They get supported by things and they do it.
And YouTube videos and streams
take their time and they just don't have the actual advertisements. I mean, advertising is going to be everywhere and it's going to be here to stay. So, I mean, if they want to pay if they want to have the 30 seconds of whatever, I don't care. How is it affecting me, really? I have to sit around for another 30 seconds?
Yeah. And it's like people expect, some people's argument is that they just get bad ads. It's like, well, if people aren't going to watch your ads anyway, what does it matter what the ad is?
Whoops.
You know what I mean? Like, if people really watching the good ads? Like, I skip ads for things that I think I would enjoy if it's like a skippable ad.
Yeah, if there's... Obviously, the advertisement is not what I'm there to watch.
Yeah, exactly. So not having good ads for your content isn't going to make people... like be like, oh shit. Well, then there's some people that are like, anytime I get on a video that has like an ad on it, I just leave immediately.
I think
I'm like, well, why?
Yeah,
why? What an extreme action for such a short amount of time. That's like,
well, that just means
I don't know. Stretch your fucking neck a little bit.
They weren't
take a stretch.
They weren't invested.
Take
in
a breather. Yeah, and they're blaming it on the ad. You know, they're not invested in the video to begin with, so what does it matter if there's an ad there or not?
Yeah. I think if you're making... it's one of those weird YouTube things. I think YouTube is... You hear a lot about complaining about what type of ad with YouTube, because if people watch the ad, they get more money.
Right.
You know, that's just a fact. If they make it so that you can't skip through the ad, then the creator gets more money. I'm pretty sure that that's how it works. I don't know. We don't make anything.
I don't really.
We monetize, but I mean, honestly, it's like
with the way that it's like going, why not? You know, if they're gonna serve ads anyway, then
might as well. I mean, it would be nice if we made money off this one day, but I guarantee you, the money that we would make off of this would just be to make this better. It wouldn't be towards making.
Fuck yeah. It would just mean that I wouldn't have to fucking spend all my money on...
Yeah, on this. It could be a self-sustaining thing, you know? That would be nice.
That'd be cool.
I think that's the ultimate goal for this channel, you know?
Someday,
is to make it a sustainable thing.
Yeah. Well, that's what I try to do with everything, make it sustainable. You know, like, if something we're doing is making more work... for me, then I'm like, what the fuck? Why are we changing this? It's like if you look at where the show came from, where we started to now, it's just like a completely different process across the board.
Oh yeah.
It's like in the beginning,
we had no idea what we were doing.
We didn't even know what we were gonna do. Like, we had no idea what was gonna happen, like what we were doing. So honestly, I was like, let's make a YouTube show where we play games. It'll be funny. And then like Roger came over one day and we sat down and we recorded Super Mario World, but we didn't. Yeah, we just recorded in like a single segment the entire game, like a 5.5 hour.
No breaking up, like no episodes. It was just
because it was just an oversight, you know, like it was just one of those things where it was like, I didn't know what I wanted to do with the show. I didn't know if we wanted to do like a super long play or like what, you know. And then after we recorded Super Mario World that way, we started recording Link to the Past. And I was like, let's try something different, because if we don't like it, we can just scrap it and start over.
And then
let's like set a timer and in like 10 minutes just fucking wrap up the episode. And that was just like, fuck, why didn't we think of that in the first place? Like, what? That seems such a smart, not even like a smart thing. I guess
it's a logical thing.
A logical thing that we just skipped over. But I'm glad that we did it, because then we went back and we fucking played Super Mario World again like a week later. And we did it in one day. And we actually recorded the entire, and we got tacos in the middle of it. Yeah. But we recorded the entirety of Super Mario World in a single day, doing like the 10-minute
which segments. Is still, we've learned from that the commentary but
the plan at the time, I mean, it's just to establish.
Yeah.
Because like I didn't expect to have people like asking us questions.
Yeah.
That are, you know, in episode 12 of Mario, so we wouldn't have to like actually talk about stuff that.
Well, and also like looking back on it, I think that our commentary. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, it is kind of like the big one that a lot of people watched initially.
Yeah. Well, that's because it was on the homepage when people landed there. Yeah.
But I think that on the whole, I think it's probably, I don't know, it's the commentary on it, especially the beginning episodes. I didn't know what I was doing.
Well,
so
yeah,
it's kind of
neither of us did, and I think it's because it was this like closed loop thing where it was like, we're just going to sit down for a couple of hours and record this thing, and so like we could call back to stuff that we made so much earlier just because we had said it like an hour and a half ago, you know?
And
that was kind of cool. What was really interesting, though, is, like, things we talked about would end up matching up.
Yeah.
Like days
In
apart,
episodes.
dude. Like in
Yeah.
episodes that were days apart. We would record a Mario episode and then 3 weeks later record a Zelda episode. And when they like synced up,
we would make the same reference.
it would be like the same fucking
And
Pauly
so-
Shore reference. In fact, there was one week where
Seabiscuit.
Seabiscuit
too.
was like we said Seabiscuit in a Mario and then like Seabiscuit in the next day
Yeah.
in Zelda. It was so weird, and people picked up on it. I know Salty Stevie, we shouted her out last time, but another
Yeah.
shout out to Salty Stevie. She was like, "You fucking referenced Seabiscuit twice or whatever,"
yeah.
and I was
What's
like, "How
going
did you
on?"
catch that?" That's so
Yeah,
cool.
but there was one. Yeah, Pauly Shore we did like a couple times.
yeah.
in, like,
well,
a
we
row.
also just referenced Pauly Shore, I think, too much.
Not too much. I
Just
love Pauly
enough.
Shore.
Just enough, dude. Just enough.
He's a great American actor.
He is great. Biodome was actually really good.
Encino Man is a classic of
Encino
the
Man.
genre.
So, what were we talking about? About the show?
The genesis of the show.
Oh yeah, the genesis of the show. Yeah, and it's interesting to see where we've come now because at the beginning we were recording in 1080p,
Yeah.
30 frames per second.
Oh,
because that's what my capture card would allow.
Before we go into that, I just want to actually say that with Zelda, we did not record all in one day.
No, Zelda we recorded.
We recorded
the first like 25 episodes in one day.
And then
up to episode 40 in another day.
And then I got so tired of it after the Ice Palace.
Roger quit Zelda for a month, dude.
Yeah,
we didn't
and we
come back to
stopped
Zelda.
playing.
Luckily, we had stocked up enough episodes that we could just not play Zelda.
But the funny
for a
thing
month.
about that is that there was so much time in between that I tell the same story twice.
Oh yeah.
But I don't remember that I've told that story because we kind of when we recorded episodes, then we kind of locked them up, and then we would just wait for when
we
when
didn't
Jeff
watch
edited
them again. Yeah, we didn't watch them in between.
And
like,
so we honestly, we did not know how the episodes would even turn out,
Well, no,
and we
because,
forgot
like,
what we said.
because we forgot. Like anybody who does videos like these, any sort of gaming videos, can probably attest to like if you're doing Let's Play commentary, when you watch it back, you're like, "What the fuck is this brand new show that I've never heard of before?"
Yeah.
Because I don't remember a single fucking word that I said during that entire thing. And that's still like we've recorded almost 230 videos now, and it's like it's still the same for me. I still sit down to edit, and it's like a brand new show that I've never seen.
Oh, dang.
And like sometimes I'll remember like bits of our conversation and stuff, but then I'm like, when did you say that? I don't remember you saying that.
It's all coming back to me. Yeah, it's this whole process has been kind of a strange affair, you know, and
it's been really cool. It's been an interesting.
we've definitely
interesting
evolved.
to see the growth.
I feel like.
Well, we got our own fucking intro music. Shout out to Ryan
Yeah.
Ricks, dude, who he's a buddy of mine. I did a play with his girlfriend a couple of years ago, and he hit me up on Twitter and he was like, "Hey, I see that you've got this show, dude. I want to like write music for it because he's a composer." And I was like, "You want to fucking okay?"
Yeah.
And so we met for coffee, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, I want to write. I want to make you a theme." And I was like, "Okay." And he was like, "Yeah, and like I think it'd be cool if like for every game that you do, we like changed up the theme to like match the style." And I was like,
"All right,
okay." And he's like, "Yeah, and I'm just doing this for my portfolio, so it's pretty cool. Like we can just like, you know, collaborate on this together." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude! That sounds like the best thing in the world." So then he just started writing music for us. So please enjoy his themes.
They're great.
They're super good. I love the feel that he gave this show, you know? It's really cool.
This started because Jeff and I wanted to do a podcast.
It really did. That's true. I think that's how a lot of people start channels because of that. I think like
we wanted to start talking about things that were interesting.
And this is just a good avenue for it. Like if you can play games together, it's a good avenue to kind of like jumpstart that.
Yeah, I feel like I just tweeted that I want to host a talk show. I think that's like the ultimate desire.
Dude, that would be so fucking great to just have people on the show.
This is kind of an avenue, I think, and it really helps with talking, you know, and then kind of developing chemistry. It's I've always considered myself to be someone who's pretty like quick-witted, you know.
Yeah.
for the most part. And this has really helped fine tune that. I think it's kind of like, it is a performance thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
When it comes to scripts and that kind of stuff, I'm just useless.
We scripted one thing. If you've never seen our channel trailer,
it's the hardest thing.
You should watch Roger.
I'm not an actor. It's not anything that I say.
Yeah, is
not scripted for the most part.
Yeah.
It's if I read something, you can tell that I've been reading it.
Yeah,
I can't.
Well, and then every take you'd ask me if it was okay.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Was that okay?
Yeah. That was a fun night. That's probably one of the best. That's when I felt like we really had our legs, was that night.
Yeah.
When we did that channel trailer.
I thought it was funny as hell. Like, we definitely need to update it because we've got bonus round and
well, I mean, we got some other things that we've been talking about. We've got the Terra blog,
and then we've got other things that we're talking about. So I don't know. Yeah, let's see when we've announced all of the things we're gonna do, then we'll do a new channel trailer.
Which is like, it's kind of like, man, how are we gonna do all? We're short on rocks. We're gonna be short on rocks.
Fuck.
I'm telling you.
What you can do is you can take rocks from over by where the wood comes out.
Yeah.
And then just put them over here, and so that way, like, if they do break, it's the shortest trip.
Yeah. We'll do that. I think I might actually use some of this wood, so I don't have to hop.
Yeah. Take all that out, dude. That's such a nuisance.
Yeah. So,
are you gonna cut down trees tonight, or are you gonna save that for later?
Well, where are we at? I think I'm just gonna cut down the trees that are in the way.
Cool. Why don't you do that for a little bit, and then we'll talk about wrapping it up pretty soon. But yeah. What I was gonna talk about the technical aspects of the show and how those grew.
Yeah, because that was the perfect time.
Perfect amount.
Yeah.
Nice. Because when we started, I was just like, I had no idea what I was doing, so I was just like tinkering around with this capture card that I had bought, and I got some 1080p 30 frame per second footage, which was not really that great because like my card for some reason would desync anything that was
hardcore
in that mode, and there was no like fix for. I mean, like, even Handbrake sometimes wouldn't fix it, and so, like, I'd have to go through and manually sync.
You did that so much. It took
so long. I did so many fucking episodes.
And honestly, for...
over 105 episodes. Yeah. And it was when we started Donkey Kong. When we started Donkey Kong Country, I was like, dude, you know what? I'm like, I put these videos out at 720p anyway, because why the fuck? It's Harvest Moon on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Why do you need 1080p footage of that? This looks good. And the YouTube player, whatever. So I was already outputting like 720p for these videos.
High definition.
It is, and like, but I could on this card 720p allowed for 60 frames per second, and now it looks so much better. It looks so much better because it's a smaller resolution, but it's a higher frame rate, and so it just looks.
And it's easier.
And you can see because like from Link to the Past episode 40 to 41. We switched over to 720p, and you can definitely see in like the screen transitions when you go through a door. Like in the early episodes, it's super choppy because it skips like every other frame, and in the later episodes, it's like smooth. Yeah. It's so cool.
It looks so much better. Yeah.
And every game since then has been recorded on 720.
It's how we do it.
It's how we do, dude. And now this is our 10th series.
Yeah.
It's pretty 10. Cool. This is 10.
Holy cow.
I know. We've done a lot, dude. We finished a lot of games.
Mega Man seems like a dream.
Mega Man was a great game. It
seems like so long ago.
Mega Man was so good.
I don't know if I want to I kind of I watch every episode so that when we have a stopping point, I know what we talked about, and also it's nice to know what we talked about so I don't just rehash everything.
Yeah.
I think that's it for that. So I'll move some rocks from up here over there.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, do that whole row. Or what you need to of it.
Yeah, I'll do the whole king caboodle. I don't want to watch it over again now that we are so far away from it.
Oh yeah, you don't want to go back and watch the old stuff?
I feel like it's not gonna be as funny.
Dude, I think it is. I watch some of our older stuff sometimes when I'm like pulling.
You also, I mean, it also, let's put it on record, I have a tremendous, like, I'm way too critical on myself when it comes to most aspects.
Oh yeah, many people are. Many people are.
It's
everyone's their own worst critic, as they say. I don't know. I've gotten to the point, like, I did theater for so long, and
I think that's why
magic
I can't do it.
And all of this stuff. I'm like, I'm not that critical of myself anymore, because I'm like, whatever, I'm doing my best.
Well,
like, that's all I can do, man. It's my best.
With music, I always think that I sound horrible after I get off stage. It's like, I always do. I always think that it's not. I mean, it's really
well, and I still have a drive, like a motivation and a drive to move forward. Like, I'm not like super harshly critical of myself, but I'm critical of myself enough to like want to keep bettering the show and the work we do and stuff like that.
Well, it's not like I'm like ashamed of it by any means. It's more of a like, man, I really should have said that joke there, or I really should have. Like, I'm telling you, it's
trying to rewrite the past.
This is why I pay somebody every week. Like things like this.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So let's do 4 more, and then that's the score.
4 more, and that's the score. That's good. It's a good time.
Yeah, good stopping point. But yeah, it's kind of like one of those things to where I know that we said some funny things because we pulled them for the trailer, and it was really funny. I also think that it's that's gonna be perfect.
Yeah, you can line that whole edge.
Yeah. I wish that I could carry more rocks than one.
I know.
And I wish that it wasn't all the way in the other corner.
I know.
There we go.
And so there's 2 more that you need, but we can get those later.
Yeah, I'm glad that we are where we're at, though. I feel this is much more comfortable for me.
Yeah,
we're at a good spot right now to where I feel
like I'm really enjoying the games. I'm really enjoying this game. This is fun. This is really fun.
And
I love Earthbound. It's like definitely a longer format because it's just a longer game. Like it's not as action heavy. Like the combat takes longer. And
especially when I don't know what. It's hard for me to a game I've never played before. It's ridiculously hard, and this is one of the biggest things that I have like with Let's Plays that I've learned is if you don't know a game and you walk into it blind, and then especially if it's a game like Earthbound, it is ridiculously hard to get your legs after you haven't played it for a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's absolutely. Entirely so. Like sometimes
because you don't have that muscle memory from when you were a child,
Well, and
I was the same with Mega Man, dude. Every other episode, I was like, wait, what the fuck? How do I shoot?
Well, that's why you played off screen though, too.
Yeah,
like, you totally did. I mean, and it helped. I mean, you beat Sigma. That's the reason why.
I did
is because
I practiced. I practiced all the levels.
But I feel like you had to. It was too long.
Mega Man X is a very challenging game, and you can't just like take it lightly.
Yeah, 2 more.
It's not one that you can just pick up and like do 100% completion.
Yeah. And so Earthbound is kind of that, but luckily you're here, and luckily it is kind of an RPG thing. But also Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. I hadn't played that in forever.
You say luckily I'm here, but like I'm always the one that gets us lost and shit.
Yeah.
Because as soon as we start recording, I just completely forget what the fuck it is we're supposed to be doing. Like, because I went back and I played some Link to the Past a few weeks ago, I think, and I was like remembering everything because I wasn't talking. I was just playing.
Well,
like,
Link to the Past, I feel like is different than Earthbound. I mean, thank God you're here for Earthbound because at least we have some direction with that,
Yeah.
Or at least more of a direction. And
I
feel like
a little more of a direction, yeah.
With Link to the Past, I think that really it would have been a much longer. We talked about this actually, I think last night.
Yeah.
That it was, and the reason why I'm going all wonky with my walking is because I'm itching my nose while I'm doing it.
He is. It's kind of funny, scratching the nostrils. Is that the last one?
Yeah, that's the last
Sweet,
one.
Dude.
But I want to.
Finish this thought.
The Link to the Past, I think, would have been a much different, much longer, probably twice the amount. It would have been a much different series, and I think for me it would have been more enjoyable. And I wouldn't have stopped for a month had it just been a blind like, let's try and figure this out.
Yeah,
I think that would have been a fun affair. but also I'm not sure that people would want to watch that.
Yeah, it would take a long time to get through.
It would take a long time. But that's kind of just the nature of Let's Plays. You know?
I mean, this series is probably going to take a long time, but that's why we're treating it.
But that's why it's a podcast thing. It's going to be completely different.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a lot more laid back. You know? It's a lot less of a... Not, like, hassle, but a lot less on your plate. You know?
Right. Well, because the game is not actively, like,
this is going to be... This is the longest part.
Yeah,
entirely.
This is the longest part. And this game is sort of passively challenging. You have to, like, figure out how to fit everything into one day.
Yeah.
But it's not like... I don't know. It never feels like you're under too much pressure.
No.
You know?
It's
sometimes
always,
when you're trying to get all your vegetables in before the end of the day, before the shipper comes. But,
yeah. But even then, it's not... I mean, the biggest pressure situation for me... Alright, that's going to be it.
Let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up. No, just go home. Unless you want to... Or just stop it here. And we'll pick up next time. We'll pick up next week.
The biggest challenge for me in this game is getting enough wood to like do your house and stuff.
Get all the upgrades.
Getting all of that.
That's going to be really fun. That's my favorite part.
That's the most challenging part of this game for me. And the rest of it is pretty much just zen, cool, chillax, relax.
Yeah. Take care of your cows. Take care of your chickens.
On that note,
we're
ending it how we started, with a little bit of stretching.
A little bit of stretching.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of Harvest Moon, and you got a little insight onto the genesis of Games Played Terribly.
Yeah. So I like commentaries on things, so I hope some of you also like that sort of thing. But it's fun to sort of hear behind the scenes of how people start and what their process is and stuff like that. Yeah. So,
and if you don't want us to woo Ellen, let us know. Otherwise,
if you don't want us to woo Ellen, we're just gonna. That's the default unless somebody speaks up. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next week.
All right, see ya. These were the right ones, right?
Dude, these are... Yeah, this is like absolutely 100% what I wanted. Did you not see my face when you walked out of the store?
Yeah, well, I came out and I was like...
Brilliant. Yeah, I'm gonna have some for you.
Because you said cherry balls.
Yeah, cherry balls.
But they're called cherry sours.
Oh, yeah, no, that's
so I was like... I hope that's what he means. So I walked out and I didn't see you.
You don't get M&Ms.